God damn, these motherfuckers are pissing me off, man. They are pissing me the fuck off. Shut the fuck up. Welcome to hour 7 of my drunk Thanksgiving marathon. Fireball as usual. Although I can tell you right now, I'm just sitting down. I'm going to be doing a bunch of Walking Dead episodes in a row here. Hopefully I can knock out most of the season one day. We'll see how drunk I get. I'm not going to stick with Fireball. Because at some point I get tired of the caffeine and I'm going to switch to cranberry juice or maybe with Fireball. Or I'm going to switch to pineapple juice with some rum. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. I kind of play this shit by ear, as you can tell. Kind of buried the lead there. Although you saw the title, so you know what you're watching. Yeah, we're starting a little mini marathon of The Walking Dead Season 2. I did Season 1 during the Halloween marathon. I'm going to knock out Season 2 during the entire Season 2 during this Thanksgiving marathon because we have leftovers tomorrow. So the second half of the season will be leftovers tomorrow. Depending on the views, they weren't great for Halloween, but I'm hoping that Season 2 builds upon it and people go back and watch Season 1, and, I'm hoping it'll build. Assuming that happens, assuming it does go to fucking, 10 views a video, I'll do Season 3 during the 12 Days of Christmas marathon next month. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. You can help this if you want. If you love Walking Dead reactions, be sure to like and comment and shit. That really helps the algorithm. But I don't really do many call to actions because I feel like people know. You motherfuckers have been on YouTube. They know that it helps a channel when you like and subscribe and when you comment. They know that. They're not brand new. They fucking know this. And so it gets annoying when I binge watch reactions. Like I watched the entirety of Fringe recently. Jerry McNamara did all of Fringe. I watched the whole thing in 2 days. Motherfucker begging for fucking comments and likes and shit every single episode. So I hear that shit 97 times. Actually, I don't hear that because I fucking skip past it, right? What I do is I scroll over until I see the box of the video. It's like, okay, I guess the reaction started here, and then boom, I hit that. I skip intros, which is why I tend to make my intros short because I don't like intros. They're boring. Let's get to the fucking shit. Every now and then it's required. If my intros are too long, you'll notice I'll put, hey, go here, at this timestamp. But sometimes it's necessary. So, point being, that's why I don't do call to actions. Because it's fucking tedious, it makes the intro longer, and nobody gives a shit. They're either going to do it or they're not, right? But, because I never do it, I just thought I would mention it just for Walking Dead. I'm getting enough views for, Sopranos and Better Call Saul. Those are doing really well. So I don't need to do a call to action for those. I mean, you can always get more, obviously, Look at me, I'm never satisfied. But I'm just saying I'm getting enough, so I don't need to do it. For Walking Dead, that can make the difference, right? Because I want to do it, but I'm getting ready to invest 13 hours watching time and then probably 40 hours of editing time for this season, So, and plus the computer gets tied up when you're exporting, and all that shit. So it's going to be a lot of work. Just want to make sure it's worthwhile. So anyway, enough of that shit. Let's do some Season 2 predictions. I will tell you that, I'm very, very mildly spoiled. Insofar as I'll tell you exactly how spoiled I am. I know at some point in the early seasons there's somebody called a governor. That's literally all I know. He could be the governor of a state, he could be the governor of a plantation, or he could just be calling himself a governor. That's all I know. He may or may not have an eye patch. That's it. And then there's a prison at some point. They go to a prison at some point. And I think that's where the meme is, where Carl is talking to, or Rick Grimes is talking to Carl outside the prison, and Carl's sad, and they do the thing where they do multiple panels, and they bring him closer, and they make him bigger and shit. I love that meme. I think that's outside the prison. So I don't know. This could be the prison season. This could be the governor season. Maybe he's a governor of the prison. Maybe. I don't fucking know. Maybe they're two separate things. That's it. That's all I know until we get to Negan. And then I guess Michonne comes in at some point, and she's got a sword, and she's a badass. That's another epic rap battle line where he's talking about, getting saved by some samurai booty. Which, if you're good with the sword, that makes sense because you want to save ammo. So that's all I know. So just I'm being upfront with what I know so that when I make these predictions, you can see how influenced or not influenced I am with it. So what I think is going to happen here over the course of the season, number one, we're going to find out what got whispered to Rick Grimes. That's the only real secret extending over. Number two, Rick's going to find out about Shane hosing his wife. So that's off the top. That's going to happen this season. And so that's going to come to resolution one of two ways. Either Rick Grimes gets over it. I guess it could be three ways. Either Rick Grimes gets over it, or he doesn't get over it and he kills Shane, or Shane goes to the wife and they get together and Rick Grimes doesn't have a wife anymore. Those are the three possibilities. I'm assuming at some point his wife dies because I don't really hear people ever talk. I hear people talking about Carl. They bitch about Carl. People, and by the way, my friends hate Carl. I would walk in a room, they'd be ranting about how much they fucking hate Carl. I don't know why. Like, he didn't do anything in season one for them to hate him, but they fucking hate him. But, nobody talks about hating the wife. People talk about hating Shane. So I'm assuming that she dies, so I guess that's another spoiler I know about, but, that's it, So, I think I'm pretty unspoiled. All things considered, considering this shit's so many years old, and it's so popular, and there's so many people talking about it. I don't know chapter and verse, which is good. Okay, so back to predictions. The big four, Rick, Shane, wife, I guess I need to learn her name at some point, and Carl, I suspect I predict they're going to survive through this season. Then they'll maybe start getting killed off in season 3. Maybe that'll be the cliffhanger in the end of this season. Like, maybe the wife gets bit or something, and, then we'll have to wait to a season to see what happens to that. So, the others, I like them all, but, who knows? That's I'm sure most of them will end up dying throughout the course of the series. So that could happen at any time. I'm hoping Lenny James. I don't remember his character name, but I hope he comes back. The guy from the pilot episode, because I love that actor and I love the character. I want him to come back. So maybe he joins the team this season. So that'll be interesting. All right, well, enough of that. I'm sure I had to put a timestamp on this shit because I went too fucking long. So I can guarantee the next episode, the intro is going to be about this fucking long because I always overcompensate. So. Anyway, so for the next 6 hours, I'm going to be doing this mini marathon, and then we'll be on to other things. I'll be doing Deadwood after that, and then some other shit, Sopranos and Cobra Kai and all that shit. So, and then the leftovers of this season will be tomorrow during the leftovers. So, that's how it goes. So, all right, let's get into this shit.